Hello everyone and welcome back to the Guitar Bay. What are we drinking today?
What we're drinking today?
He's Danny and I'm Takis, that's right.
What's on the menu?
What's on the menu? It's called Derby. And it's cheers, sir.
Mate.
Cheers everyone.
Cheers,
It's a gin-based cocktail, which is basically gin and mint and a bit of syrup, but it's mostly
like
gin.
smashed. Gin,
Yeah.
Like smashed gin.
Yeah, but it's mostly
But
gin.
with mint, yeah, it's actually alright.
Yeah, it's like a very old type. It's like a mint julep, but with gin instead of whiskey.
Kind of like a gin basil smash, but mint, syrup. That's lovely. It's my turn to give you a guitar.
That's the thing. You've got a guitar, and I have no idea.
You have zero idea this time.
That's right. So I know you've had it for a while and you like it, but it's cheap. You told me like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so I really bought it out of a whim on Kleinanzeigen, so on the Gumtree, German's Gumtree. It was shipped to my flat for, I think, 120 euros or something. And I literally just went on looks. So I actually had no idea what it was until I got it, and I've had a look, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is now. So
what do you mean you had no idea what it was, as in what kind of...
I didn't know the brand. It's basically some guy is...
You didn't know the brand?
No, I didn't know the brand or anything.
Wasn't it visible
custom.
from the...
Oh. It's custom. Someone's put it together without spoiling it. But it's it's a random guitar, and it's actually set up really well, plays really good. It's in that low 100 to 200 range. I probably paid too much for it.
Is it a Partscaster type thing?
It is.
Okay, so it's either a Telly or a Strat, basically, but in parts.
It's actually a type of guitar we've never had on the show.
Okay, I'm gonna go. It's a Jazzmaster. I'm gonna go. It's a custom Partsmaster.
It's a Partsmaster.
A Partsmaster.
DieCaster.
Okay, I saw it, and I was about to say this looks gorgeous.
It's cool, isn't it?
So I fully understand why you went for looks, and it is a Jazzmaster shape, or Jaguar. This kind of offset thing. Is it small scale?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Is it?
No, just...
So actually, no, it's not
Maybe
small scale. It's normal, I think.
No, it is.
Like compared to the 339.
It is. It's signed in the back.
Yeah, so I've actually modified it already. So the tuners were really bad on it.
These are locking tuners though,
I've put locking tuners on.
Oh, you've put the tuners?
Yeah, I put the tuners on. So the idea is to pimp this guitar.
Wait.
Yeah, it came, I think it's a Harley Benton.
Okay.
Part kit guitar that somebody has obviously put together, put some kind of paint job on it. It's relict, of course, and it keeps cracking.
Yeah, I can see.
But it looks so cool. It has a Les Paul style tail bridge. The pots and that are pretty bad. Has a nice toggle switch, like you would have on a...
Yes, that's really bad. Ooh, it's good.
I mean, it works. There's no issues.
Okay.
And yeah, there was a logo on the top that said Nirvana on it, and it's signed on the back.
Okay.
It's quite a fat neck.
That's a Telly
down too.
neck.
Yeah.
That's a Telly style, like a thin line Telly neck, but with binding. I mean, the headstock is Telly style, but the binding and those trapeze are more like Jazzmaster or even Gibson.
I think they're just stickers, actually.
Oh!
Inlays. I don't imagine they're real inlays.
Can I?
I don't know.
No, they're not stickers.
No?
No.
But I think
I mean, it might not be the best material, but they're not stickers.
These kits are pretty cheap, I think. And yeah, like I say, I paid...
What shall we call it?
The Baycaster.
The Baycaster. You had a name for it already. So, is that signature I see here the same as in here? What kind of pickups? So, dog ear style P90s?
Yeah. It says duo tone on it. I don't know if that means anything.
Duo tone. We should find this person, and I mean, you have some contact from
I had
eBay.
a link to see if I could find it, but I don't.
It's very light.
Super light.
It's super light.
I was really surprised when I first picked it up and played it and how smoothly it played, and I found myself noodling on it quite a lot. And I actually wanted to gig with it because it's so light. It's so nice just to throw in a case and not have to worry about scratching it or nothing.
Okay. Can it take gain well, or does it start squealing?
So the pickups are pretty pants, actually. In my experience, they're a bit muddy, and you can't tell if they're single coil or humbucker or P90.
Okay.
Kind of. So the idea, like I say, is to pimp this thing.
You've been playing via the... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, put new pickups in it and stuff like that. And
have you been playing via the THR mostly?
yeah.
Okay, let's hear it through a valve amp and see what it sounds like. And yeah, this is exciting, man. This is really surprising, and yeah, let's hear it. It's loud. Volume and tone both all the way up. It's quite
dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, intonation, action,
Playability is
just
good.
fine. And that mid position was... Neck again. Could use a bit more.
It's not
more sparkle.
spectacular, is it?
No, but it's not horrific.
That's naff. That's not unusable.
It's not a bad bridge at all, and I'm happy with the mid position too. If I was to hit the bright switch on the hot rod.
Oh, good shout.
I'll switch off the, I'll disengage the royal blue, so back to clean. Out. Improved a bit, but you can tell that it's the pickup that's lacking, I think.
I don't think we've ever had a guitar that prefers the bright switch on
this hot rod. No, that's right. Let's do the test. I'll go mid position for that. I would say it keeps its character with the volume down.
Still got the spike, yeah.
I mean, however good it is, it's the same good or bad with the volume down, just the drive goes away, so decent. All right, give it some more drive, see what happens.
Yeah, give it some...
See if it squeals. I'll do something I don't do very often when we play on the bay. I just do it when I play alone. I'll pre-boost the Roy Blue overdrive with the distortion side of the Compugilist, which is kind of my go-to pre-drive boost because of the compressor and distortion. Okay, I think that's borderline. That's borderline. The cleaning is really nice.
Yeah.
It really does it well. I'm gonna hit the bass boost on the Compugilist.
fun.
The cleaning up is really good. I like the way the volume works, even though it needs to be repaired, the knob itself.
Yeah, the knob is pooged.
Yeah, it is. But so Danny is playing now in the dirty channel of the LC50, but not too dirty. Just
It's nice. It's a nice clean. It's not clean, but it's
yeah, but
on the edge
that's
of
your
it.
no pedal sound.
That's just hopeless. The roll off the tone thing.
No, it's
The
unusable.
woman tone.
Oh, the vintage has a nice.
Do you like to say that?
The woman tone, yeah, I like saying that. Well, isn't that what it's called? What they call it? The clap
I don't
tone?
like to say that anymore, mate.
No? I can't say that. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
But anyway, the guitar, that's a glorious sound still. The LC50 on the edge of breakup with a nice single coil guitar.
Yeah, so this is not going back on the market, obviously. This is going to stay here and be the Baycaster. And let's pimp it. Let's change the pickups and just toy with it and see how we can improve. Because the neck is really nice. The electronics are really good. I don't know if it's the pickups themselves or the harness, the wiring and the pots. Usually it's the pots, I think, if it can clean up really well.
Yeah, let's have a wee jam on it.
Yeah.
With your Telecaster.
Let's go yellow today, yeah. That was the
Harley
Baycaster.
Benton, I'll put the model number of the part.
Do you know for sure that it was a Harley Benton body?
No, but I'm pretty sure. Because I know from the style of the nut and how the fingerboard goes past it.
That is a very good point.
The inlays, there's a lot of telltale signs, and I don't think there's been too many of these kits came out.
It could have been a Harley Benton thin line style 70s replica Telecaster. So even the neck could be a Harley Benton Telecaster.
Yeah, I imagine it's one of these kits this guy's throwing it together, probably giving it a nice setup and bit of... Yeah, I mean, the setup is a lot to do with the guitar. You could have the best guitar ever with a bad setup, like my Gibson.
Or a, whoops, I've messed myself with gin. Or a mediocre guitar, very well set up and, playing really well. So, back to the thing, band with a D. Can you guess? For me? Because for me, that's a very, very easy question. Always has been.
No.
Deep Purple.
Oh, okay.
Just, first album ever bought for me was Burn by Deep Purple. First best of album ever bought was Deep Purple Remasters or Deep Purple something best of. My dad already had In Rock and Made in Japan as LPs and Who Do We Think We Are as a CD. Deep Purple have this 3 I mean, the first era of Deep Purple has 3 different lineups, and they always changed bass player and singer. There was the first lineup that not many people know about. The only song that people know from this 2 or 3 first records and years of Deep Purple from the late 60s was Hush. La, 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 la. A guy called Evans, I think, but don't quote me on that one. And some bass player, Richard Blackmore, Ian Pace, and John Lord there. And then bass player and singer change. Roger Glover and Ian Gillan come in, and you have this 3-4 records, amazing. And then bass player and vocalist leave again. Glenn Hughes and Dave Coverdale come in. Different records, different setup. And then they broke up in the mid-70s or after Come Taste the Band without Blackmore, interestingly enough, because he had already gone off to do Rainbow. And that was the first era of Deep Purple. And then they reunited in the mid-80s for Perfect Strangers. And they've been touring. I think they're touring
still going.
I think they're still going. Ian Gillan still sings. I mean, I worship this band. They are such great musicians. The standard rock quartet, you know, bass, guitar, drums, keys, lots of classical influences, especially because of Mr. Lord, rest in peace. Amazing vocals, amazing, you know, rock anthems. First ever T-shirt for me was Deep Purple. Yeah, deep in my heart. Deep Purple. Not even a blink. Didn't even think about it. So can I guess?
Of course, go for it.
Without the letter, without the words the.
Yeah, it's the
so
dark.
it is the darkness,
Yes,
isn't it?
Yes.
Respect.
Also, one of my first albums was Permission to Land, as in buying CD. My first gig was with my mum in Glasgow to see The Darkness live, and that was when Justin was going around on the White Lion.
While touring for Permission to Land.
It was like a robot thing that went around the crowd, and he did a guitar solo for about 10 minutes and stuff. And still to this day, listen to Permission to Land.
That must have been a spectacle.
Best albums, you know, Growing on Me, Believe in a Thing Called Love, Black Shuck, Love on the Rocks with No Ice, Love is a Feeling. Like, just hits. That album, I think they, you know, and himself, Justin is a very fascinating guy.
I mean, I think we've found a new admiration and respect for him because of the YouTube thing he's been doing, right?
He's amazing and so interesting, and he has so much behind the scenes
and generous
knowledge. And his brother is an amazing riff lord, you know, the Marshall Les Paul setup, just a cool ass band. And yeah, I think Justin's a super interesting guy. He's obviously been through the whole industry. He's made it. He's failed. I think they released Permission to Land 3 times before it hit the shelves and, you know, exploded. And he's been up, he's been down, he's been through it all. He's made songs, he's produced songs. He's a very knowledgeable person. So I'm sure people
extremely talented as a musician, as a vocalist. And I think because this kind of music was not in when it came out. You know, this
glam
70s
rock.
glam rock, but, you know, with this very, very lyrical and you know, like Queen or like classic rock. So it was more like a caricature, more like a parody.
Well, that's the thing, is that it's a shame that they were labelled as being a parody band, because he was like, look, we've been on the go for 20 odd years now. They've been playing live, they've been on the go, they've been a band for 20 years. Who can say that? And people say, no, you're a joke and stuff. No, they're not. They're
maybe they had to put on the caricature T-shirt in order to sell a bit.
Yeah.
Because at the time that was not mainstream. So the falsetto voice and the silly erotic stuff in the video clip, like the big one, I believe in a thing called Love, which is a hymn. It's a amazing song. Amazing song. Yeah. Amazing riff, amazing tone, amazing solos. Very classic rock structure, you know, first solo, second solo.
Growing on Me as well. I think that's one of my favourite intro
You play it all the
riffs.
time, do you?
Yeah. And it's about chlamydia, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. If you listen to the lyrics, I can't get rid of you. Don't know
Growing
what
on
to
Me.
do.
All right.
Don't even know who he's going on who.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, you're there. Can't get you out of my head.
But you wouldn't be able to guess if you didn't know.
I remember watching Kerrang back in the day, and that coming on and just being absolutely blown away by that song, and then I was just hooked. And you wait, Kerrang, you watch, you know, they repeat, and then you wait for Growing on Me or Limp Bizkit or whatever to come back on. and that was one of the absolute hits. Would like to see them live again, and I think we're lucky to have seen them in a.
He can sing just as well, man. I've seen some footage on YouTube, like from live shows, and he's just as good. He can do the falsetto voice, and he's got a very projecting voice too, and the tone is awesome. And it's just no nonsense rock, you know. You're like four-piece band. His pedal board and his gear is not intricate at all. It's just a Les Paul and a Marshall. EVH now.
Yeah.
Bridge pickup, always. Yeah. Volume up, always. Rock for days.
So cool, so cool. Yeah, I love the dark. And I think Justin Hawkins, with his YouTube career, he's going to be like a Dave Grohl almost. He can fill in for anyone. You know, these bands. He could fill in for Guns N' Roses. He could fill in as Axl Rose. He could fill in. Do you know what I mean?
Has he been doing that recently?
No, I think he did the Queen gig though. He did the Queen gig recently, which is huge. Yeah, I think he did Wembley for the Taylor Hawkins tribute, and yeah, just
for Foo Fighters.
I think he's unbelievable.
He is.
And
he is.
The whole band though, they give credit to them all. The bass player.
They have been the same for, yeah, right.
I think the bass player was out for a while. The drummer they've changed as well, but yeah, the two brothers.
It's the Hawkins brothers mainly. Cool
guys.
I mean, this is quite something. We've never had anything like this before.
Yeah, I wanted a Jazzmaster, so I think this counts. And
I say it does. Yeah,
it's cool.
Till the next one.
Yeah, like, subscribe, tune in to next time.
Thank you for watching and for lovely comments, and yeah, see you soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.